This is the second video in a series to assist juniors with career and college planning. I am Mrs. Corder, the College and Career Counselor at NCHS, and I will be guiding you through this tutorial. At the end of the video, you will see a link to a resource page, which will have all of the websites and links that we'll be discussing throughout the video. Let's review some key components from the video you watched this past fall. We discussed standardized testing, beginning to understand the term fit, reviewed your career goals, and started to think about college exploration. As we dig deeper in this video, we will talk about important information about testing and upcoming events that you should consider participating in that will help you with continuing the exploration and research process of finding your fit. We'll also begin talking about next steps in the process. On April 13th, all juniors will take the official state SAT, which is a graduation requirement. Registration will be handled at school. If you are planning to apply with test scores, the college will require official standardized test scores for admission. It is your responsibility to send your ACT or SAT score. Your counselor and the registrar are not allowed to send official scores. Typically, you have to pay to send your score reports. However, there are ways to send them for free. You are given the option to send your scores to four schools for free, either prior to taking the test or 9 days after taking your exam. After that ninth day, you will have to pay a fee to send your score. It's approximately $12 to send each score to each college. In order to send your scores, you will have to log into your SAT or ACT account. Students may choose to take an ACT or retake the SAT on a national test date, which occurs on Saturdays. To find tests and to register, go to collegeboard.org for SAT or ACT.org for ACT. As a reminder, colleges or universities with a choice of test optional means schools may not require you to submit your ACT or SAT scores at all. The colleges and universities will, however, rely more heavily on your GPA, rigor of coursework, and other aspects of your application. This may include, but is not limited to, essays, a portfolio, extracurricular, volunteer, and/or work experiences, letters of recommendation, as well as alumni or admission interviews as part of their college or university's unique admission process. No two test optional schools will be the same, and it's important to do your research on a college's test optional policy to ensure you fully understand it. It's also important that you check with the colleges you have favorited within SchooLinks and others you are considering in order to see how they will be handling testing as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many colleges that adopted a test optional policy last year and this year are currently deciding what type of testing policy they will have for your graduating class. Know what options the colleges have and look into what is best for you. Feel free to consult with me if you have questions. Fairtest.org is also a great resource which contains an updated, comprehensive list of hundreds of colleges and universities who are now offering a test optional admission choice. There will be a link at the end of this video where you can find a list of test optional schools. There are a few important dates to remember to help you in your college exploration. First, Naperville Central's College Planning Night will be held in a live virtual format on February 15th at 6:30 p.m. This is a great event to learn about college fit and to start or continue your college exploration and research. You'll have the opportunity to attend a variety of presentations where college admissions representatives talk about the types of institutions they represent, such as Big Ten universities, Illinois public universities, highly selective institutions, military pathways, and more. Additionally, Naperville Central will be offering a virtual night event on writing the college essay in April. This event is presented by an admissions representative who will be talking about how to write a great college essay. The Illinois Regional Fair, hosted by North Central College, will be offered in person on March 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. Advanced registration is encouraged but not required. Students and parents are welcome to attend. This is a great opportunity to learn about many colleges at one time and also start connections with admissions representatives. National college fairs have also been reimagined in a virtual way. Students can attend a number of virtual college fair offerings this spring. Links to these dates and registration information is available on our resource document. As a reminder, you want to continue to explore and research post secondary options this semester to determine the best plan for you. There are multiple career pathways: military, college, both 2 and 4 year options, apprenticeships, gap year, and directly entering the workforce. But the next several slides will go more in depth about the college process. SchooLinks will be your primary tool for researching colleges. You can use the college search function to begin researching colleges. If you find colleges that you like, you should favorite them using the heart. Once you favorite a school, SchooLinks encourages you to make a note about the college indicating why you like that school. This is a good way to keep your notes about colleges organized and in one place. Additionally, you can create your own lists, such as in state colleges, public schools, or schools that have a D3 basketball team, and add colleges to these lists. You can customize these lists to your preferences and add your favorited schools to these lists. Naperville Central will host college visits in the CCC in the fall. Pick up a green pass to attend. We encourage you to have a balanced college list. This will include having a reach, target, and likely option. Reach schools are schools where your GPA and SAT or ACT scores are lower than the college's stated average range. Target schools are schools where your GPA and test scores are about the same as the college's stated average range. And likely schools are schools where your GPA and test scores are higher than the school's stated average range. Likely schools can also be for financial or geographical reasons. A financial likely is a school that a student knows for sure is affordable for their family. And finally, a geographic likely is a school that's close to home. While we categorize schools in this way, the important thing to remember is any school on the list should still be a good fit. So, if the reach and target schools don't pan out the way a student anticipates, the student should still feel good about attending a likely school on the list. Scattergrams are a great way to determine if a college fits into the reach, target, or likely category. Scattergrams are charts that can be found under a college's profile page on SchooLinks and includes historical data from NCHS graduates on whether or not they were accepted to a university based on GPA and test scores. An example of Illinois State University's scattergram is on this slide. Students who were accepted are shown as a green dot, and students who were denied are shown as a red dot. As you can see from this example, the pink student is among a sea of green dots and well above the average, which means the pink student has a likely chance of getting into this school. The purple student is right around the average and is also around many green dots, so this would be a good target school for the purple student. And the blue student is near red dots and has a lower GPA and test score than the majority of students who applied to this school. Therefore, ISU would be a reach school for the blue student. Use these scattergrams to help you figure out which schools are likely, target, and reach so you can create a balanced list. As a note, all highly selective institutions are considered a reach school for all students, regardless of GPA and test score. A common question is how many colleges should I be applying to? And the answer is it varies by student. On average, students apply anywhere from 5 to 8 colleges, but take into consideration the cost to apply to each college, which generally includes the application fee, which can be anywhere from $20 to $100, as well as test scores. 4 scores can be sent for free when registering for the tests. Also, consider how many REACH schools are on your list. If you have more of these schools on your list, you will need to balance it out with more target and likely schools and have backup plans in place. At the end of the day, the student needs to feel good about the places they're applying. Once you have a pretty good idea of where you want to apply, you can add these schools to your final list in SchooLinks. Click on Colleges and then Final List. You will see all the colleges you have favorited over time on the left-hand side, and you can move them one by one to your final list. SchooLinks will ask you to categorize each college as a likely, target, or reach school to ensure you're creating a balanced list. When it comes time to apply to colleges your senior year, you will easily be able to transfer the schools on your final list to your applying to list. So please keep your final list as updated as possible. Once you have your balanced list, the next step is to get organized. Make sure you know what is required to apply to each of the colleges on your list. For example, some colleges may require an application and transcript, while others may require a standardized test score, a college essay, or more. We recommend that you use Google Sheets or create a chart in Excel that will help you to stay organized. There's an example of a spreadsheet at the end of this video to get you started. If you haven't already done so, please make sure your email and social media accounts are professional. Some admission representatives have told us they pay close attention to how you represent yourself through these platforms. Creating a resume or a list of activities and honors throughout high school is very helpful in the college application process. Having this information available in advance will help you save time on your applications. We want to stress how important it is for you to reach out to your counselor and me, Mrs. Corder, your college and career counselor. Regardless of where you are in the process, we are here to help and would encourage you to use us as a resource. All of the resources that were discussed in this video are linked on a junior resource page, which you will gain access to once you take the post survey in a minute. You can find this video as well as additional resources within the NCHS School Counselors Canvas page. Select course materials, then 11th grade resources. Additionally, you will receive access to a spring video later this semester in SOAR that gives you more specific information about the college application process and what to expect for your senior year. Students are also always welcome to schedule a junior conference with me by going to www.calendly.com/mquarter/JR conference. Thanks for taking the time to learn about this important information, and we hope you continue to have a great junior year.